How are you? It's I, Vincenzo Fischetti, on his way home. Vinny the Fat Man going back to the house. I have had a pretty fantastic day. Not a whole lot of headache. It was a day I got caught up on a lot of paperwork. Not too shabby. No complaints. I'm glad to get the hell out of there though, because I'd rather be home dealing with my own personal problems than dealing with someone else's problems. But yeah, here I am, and today's that day. Hey Scottish, good to see you, baby. Man, I tell you, that stream we had yesterday was fan-damn-tastic. I had so much fun with that. That was a good day. That was a damn good day. I got so rested off of that. I got so rested. I felt so much better this morning. You have no idea. We're currently sitting at 93 followers. I'm quite proud of that. We are breaking barriers. We're 7 bodies away from the 100 mark, and you know, the sky's the limit, Dad. We are going to make it to the top, even if it kills a few of you. Yes, yesterday was an absolute blast. Days like that where everybody participates and everyone throws things at me, I will take it. And we crushed the Ryback. We did. We decimated the Ryback. I can't believe I had quadruple the viewers of a WWE superstar. That is outrageous to me. That he can't even get more than 2 viewers. That's outrageous to me. How toxic a human being do you gotta be to where even the fans are like, I don't want to watch what this guy's doing? That's pretty bad. But yeah, I'm glad to see that at least I got some sort of grip on this Twitterverse. Twitch, yes, the Twitcherverse, that I can make shit happen like that. Abso-friggin-lutely. Good day, good times. Now, as for today, and as you can see, my eyes are not adjusted to the outdoors yet. Inside, the temperature is a little different, and the atmosphere is a little different than outside. Step outside, and there's sunshine, and there's flowing air, and there's lots of reasons why my eyes don't adjust. I think the 2 viewers were you're probably right. Woo! Mountain Man, there he is. No, fuck me. What did I do to you? Fuck you, your sunshine. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna. I didn't say you had to participate, damn it. I'm enjoying the sunshine. I am enjoying the sunshine. Mountain Man, it's good to see you, baby. Good to see you. Much love to you. I'm glad you stopped in yesterday, made my day so good. And today, even better. Because, man, I'm fully rested. Yesterday, I got my batteries recharged. It's a good time. It's a good time. Okay, look, I understand that you have an allergic reaction to vitamin D. All right, every kind of vitamin D except for the kind that you take rectally, you have an allergy to. But I gotta have some vitamin D, dude. I don't sit around drinking the orange juice, vitamin C, the milk. I don't drink a whole lot of milk. I don't get my vitamin D. So I do. I'm a big fan of the vitamin D. You got to have all of them. Vitamin D is big on to help your immunity. Absolutely. You got to have vitamin D. So get out and get some natural sunshine. It is important for your immune system. And I love you and I want you to be healthy. So get some fucking sunshine. the same allergy. When I was younger, absolutely, I would not go outside. I hated being outside. It's hot, it's miserable, there's work out there. But now, because I've lived my life inside of a butcher shop or inside of a freaking factory, I would like eat a bag of vitamin D. You know, I'm going to bottle up my vitamin D and send it to you. Don't knock it off. The sunshine is detrimental to your health. You got to have it. So, you got to have vitamin D. All right, so where am I at? I want to talk about food. I want to talk about food for a minute. I stopped in at the gas station, and I'm likely to have had this conversation before. No, I don't need it. I don't absolutely. I cut it off and mail it to you, and they'd probably send me back money. That's how light it is. So I was at the gas station this morning, and you can go into the grocery store if you want to, and the sheer volume of food on the shelf that is in a package, in plastic, that they're going to try and feed you, that has months-long shelf life. How in the hell is that healthy? Because if I bake bread, I got to eat it in 3 days. All right? I got to eat it in 3 days, or it's going to start to get moldy. How in the hell is anything on that shelf that lasts months on the shelf? How is any of that healthy? How does our body break any of that shit down? If even the wildlife won't eat it, there's no damn way that it's good for you. Whether it's the Little Debbie shit, or it's bread, or it's donuts, or whatever it is, the amount of shit that's in there that is not good for you has to be far outweighed what could possibly be in there that is good for you. Shepherd's pie. I love shepherd's pie. Oh my God. I could eat shepherd's pie every day. Minced beef from yesterday served with green peas. Woo! There's so much on the shelf, even potato chips. Even potato chips that I realize are a fried food. They have a little bit of longevity because of that. But, you open up the bag, you have a handful of chips, you close the bag up, put it on the shelf. It doesn't go bad unless air gets to it. It doesn't get stale. But as far as decomposing and getting moldy or just plain, falling apart because it's not designed to go that long, that kind of shit can't be good for you. So, man, we gotta really talk about the shit that we're putting into our bodies. I worked in the grocery business my entire life, and the bread guy would come in and he would change the bread every other day or every couple of days. He'd change the bread out depending on how fast your volume you were moving. Your Little Debbie guy came in once a week, and well, I understand that you don't care as long as it tastes good. I used to believe that way too. I was exactly like that, man. As long as it tastes good, I don't give a shit what's in it. But the older I get, and I got the kids at home, I really don't want to feed my kids more garbage, because I ate garbage and I turned out to be complete trash. So I really don't want to feed garbage to my kids. But when you talk about bread, you got this bread you get off the shelf, and I had soup for the last 2 days because I showed you guys on the Discord what my soup looked like. and I made bread to soak up the soup. And as soon as the bread that I made hit that soup, it disintegrated. Just completely went because it was designed with real product. Uh-oh. Hey, it's Guapo! Guapo, baby! Man, I missed you yesterday. We had a hell of a get-together. Was it yesterday or it was Saturday? I can't remember. It was yesterday, yes. Yesterday, man, we were busy yesterday. We had a big crowd. Could have used you in there. But no, good to see you. And no, we're not all idiots, we're mobsters. I'm the idiot. I'm the idiot with the camera in my face. Overall health, shit, is 3 or 4 times more expensive. Okay, let's take that to task. Oh, I understand, Guapo. I had a good rest day. I had a good rest day yesterday. Let's take that to task. I'm going to take that straight to your face, Mountain Man. It works like this. When you compare the amount of caloric intake between healthy food and processed garbage, when you compare the amount of intake, you're actually saving money by not eating as much. And I have proven that myself. Because when you shop, you can shop the sales if you want to. Shop the sales on produce and stock up on good, healthy shit. And you don't eat nearly as much. A lot of that stuff will fill you up a lot more than the processed food will. And if you make your food yourself and you eat less of it, it's better for you. I eat 1 meal a day right now. I'm trying to break myself of the everyday eating habit. I'd like to eat once every other day. Personally, I'd like to eat it once every other day in order for my body to break down the shit that's in my system in order to become healthier. Your body has to use up your storage. If you keep eating, your body's never going to use the storage. So clearly the stuff that we're putting in our bodies that's creating fat, it's creating excess storage because the calorie count is so high, your body only needs X amount and then everything else goes right to the storage. And that makes you fat. And you just don't need to be putting that shit in your body. So you eat what you need and you only eat when you're hungry. Unfortunately, we are in a routine. We gotta break that cycle. You gotta break the cycle of breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You gotta break that cycle of, well, I gotta eat all the time to keep my metabolism up. Bullshit! It doesn't work that way. You have to force your metabolism to work by burning calories. Job hunting and listening to the mob boss. Yes, sir. Well, you know, get out there and find yourself a job, dude. There's a lot of good jobs out there, but you gotta dig a little bit. You gotta dig, Dad. You find them good jobs. It depends on your age, and it depends on your height, and it depends on how much you weigh, how much you need to get rid of. And when you need to burn excess because you're oversaturated, you're overstored, then you need to jump a little harder on the fasting. A little bit harder on the fasting. So, no intake whatsoever for at least 12 to 16 hours. There's 24 hours in a day. You eat one time. You know, you got to take your medication, so you got to put something in. You're occasionally going to have coffee. You're going to have, maybe you're going to have an energy drink, or you're going to consume some body armor or some garbage like that to help hydrate yourself. Your body has to be able to be in a physical position to burn and be ready to turn on that burn to get the energy that you need. Now, whatever it was that was bogging me down for the last week, because I was fat, it broke yesterday and I pissed my brains out all day today, and I lost another inch just by getting fully rested. And that's probably what it was. My body had gone into crisis mode because I wasn't fully rested. And now here I am, pretty damn solid rested, and everything's processing pretty good. What is sleep? It's that thing that your girlfriend does while you're trying to bone her. She sleeps. You asked. Don't blame me. You asked. If I get any thinner, I would need to watch them out for the storm. Yes, I use storm traits. Yes, you don't need to lose any weight, Scottish. You're doing fine. Being 6'4" and about that big around, you know, you're plenty thin. But for the rest of us who are great big fat Americans, great big garbage eating bullshit, processed food, dyes and oils and shit that our body has no business be having on the inside of it, that's what Americans eat. And you gotta stop buying that shit. There's no good reason to put that shit in your body. And if you can make it yourself, then fucking make it yourself. You want a BLT? You gotta find a butcher to make the bacon. You gotta grow your tomatoes, you gotta grow your lettuce, you gotta bake your bread. But do not buy store-bought shit if you can do it your fucking self. And that is the cycle we have to break. You want to drive the prices of groceries down? You want to drive the prices of groceries down? Quit fucking buying them. Oop. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Quit fucking buying them. Quit buying the gasoline until you absolutely fucking need it. The supply and demand thing still works. But here is where they get you. And my mom and I talked about this yesterday for a minute. And it was the fact that they're starting to put recalls on shit that has no recall just so they can get it off the market. They're driving the price of shit up intentionally, creating a lost product in order to drive the price up. It's intentional. My mom has seen it. And I've not personally been shopping because I don't spend any time in the grocery store more than I have to. I get my produce, I get the few things that my kids need, I get the shit that I can't make myself, and I get the fuck out of there. But what they're doing is they're giving these recalls, or they're pulling it off the shelf so they can repackage it. And by the way, when they repackage it, it's that much smaller than it was before. Your local butcher is your most important person. Your butcher is your most important fucking person. Your farmer is important, and your local butcher. Now, I understand that you have to buy the bakery. The bakery is an important person when it's an actual bakery. Your butcher and the people who sell you the goods, your general merchandise and your seeds and the shit that you need, those guys are important at the local level. Fuck the big name stores, the local level. Your food, Hack's here. Hey, baby. The Hack, man. God, I love you. Man, I need more of these streams. I need more of these. Everybody coming together. Because eventually, we are going to get to 75 viewers per stream. We're going to break that. We're going to break it. That is the goal. We're going to go all the way to 75 viewers every stream. Average of 75 viewers. I mean, we want 100. We want 100 plus viewers. But we are going to get, hey, there's Kevin. That's our artiste, baby. Welcome to the party, dude. But no, The Butcher, millions of viewers. Millions of viewers. The millions and millions of The Rock's fans. Fuck that guy. Fuck that globalist bullshit. I hate the fact that The Rock sold out. He took his trip to Epstein Island and Bohemian Grove and everything else, and he bows at the feet of the same demon that Oprah worships. And that's bullshit to me. Anyway, different subject, different stream, different time. Tripling Ryback 2 days in a row. And all I gotta do is be better than Ryback, dude. Nah, shit. Fuck that. I'm gonna be better than everybody else. I'm gonna be top of the food chain. I'm the VIP, and that's the MOB, and that's the way it's gonna work. But no, the butcher is your most important person in the entire market. In the local butcher shop, you got your farmer raising your local animal, you got your local butcher breaking down your local animal. Your butcher and your farmer are the two most people on your dinner plate. You can't eat vegetables without your farmer. You can't get the meat for the butcher to cut up without the farmer. If you don't support the local farmer, you're never gonna have freedom. Because they're gonna cut off your food supply. I went into Lowe's yesterday. Yeah, I was at Lowe's because of my lawnmower incident, which I have to do Thursday. I went into I'm better than Ryback, and I ain't streaming. Listen to Mountain Man go. Give it, bust his balls for me, baby. The only thing I said to The Rock is good. He helped Bray's family. Oh yeah. Oh no, that's true. He helps out. He helps out people in the business. I understand that. But I was in Lowe's and I went down to the seed section. I realized we're going in the fall. I went down to the seed section and I bought $100 worth of heirloom and specific seeds that I need to plant locally. I'm going to start digging into people who will send me seeds for these plants that will grow year round, that also produce a crop. We're gonna get the landscape near my house to be a lot more abundant in both food and plant life. That is my goal. We have to get more food from the ground, from the land, in our bellies, in our system. So my mom and I were also discussing the fact that they have sprayed or they have genetically modified hay into a point that when the cows eat it, you can no longer use the manure for fertilizer, because it's killed all of the good in the hay. Whether it dies and you try to replant it, or the animals eat it and you try to use the manure, it has killed what is in hay and in the land, so it will not reproduce. They are trying desperately to make it to where we cannot survive on our own. So you have to go to that level of local farmer, and you got to ask the farmer if he's using natural means, if it's all natural means, or if he's using chemicals, or if he's using specifics. Because my dad, he used a specific soil that comes from the land, and it wouldn't grow shit. And they're doing it to us at every level. This is not conspiracy. This is not some story I'm making up. This is anecdotal evidence that it's going on right now. Plant some cows and get some nice big steaks, dude. If you can get them to grow out of the ground, absolutely. But yeah, next year I'm getting animals. If we have a next year, I'm hearing a lot about October being a bad deal for everybody. But if we can make it to the spring, I'm going to get myself some animals. And you're going to get to see the meat cutting process from the beginning. We're going to talk about, whether it's goats and rabbits, and hopefully I can get a pig, not a very big pig, a smaller pig. And we're going to discuss if I can get my own cow. But, you got to walk these things. You can't you got to let them have room to roam. You can't just keep them stored up. So we got a lot of work we got to do to get to that point. But some of these animals, I can create pens that I can pick up and move. I can put the pen wherever I want it, and then just put the animal in and lock it in good, and buy a couple of those storage units that you can get at any old place, just big enough for an animal, and then stuff his ass in there at night, lock it up so he's safe, and the next day you get him out and you let him run, the yard that you allow for him to run. But we have got to get away from this mass-produced shit. And I don't know about you. Now, you can do it for yourself and see if I'm fucking crazy. But take the soda and quit buying it. Take your potato chips or what have you and quit buying it. Take your processed food that you have on a regular basis and quit buying it. And start eating shit that's more natural. And tell me there's not a huge difference. The content of the shit that you're taking and putting in your body, it makes a huge difference on your processes. Okay? So, as a person who has seen it live and in living color, when I was 300 plus pounds, and I couldn't break the cycle, and I finally had to do it. If it takes you not buying sugar or not buying creamer or not buying milk, because they fucked milk up pretty good. Whatever it takes, pick specific things that are known to be a problem and cut them out of your diet just for a brief period of time. Give it a month. It usually takes about a month to see some really solid results. Give it a month and tell me whether or not it makes a huge difference. That's right. That is right, Scottish. The United Kingdom has fallen, and it fell so hard. It has fallen, and it's likely never going to return to its previous glory. But everyone always talks about how great the law for the consumer is for the EU. How food is more natural because they banned all the damn chemicals and all the processed shit that's not good for you. And the dyes and the seed oils and the fats and things that just do not belong in your body. Natural fats, dude. I will eat fat right off the animal. Cook it and cut it right off because my kids are not going to eat it. I'll eat it right out of the skillet because it's good fat. Beef fat is good fat. Your body needs tallow in multiple places. Your DNA is designed to break it down. And this goes back to another thing I talked to my mom about, was THC and CBD. Was before we had all these damn laws against hemp. Hemp was used in a multitude of things, but it was also fed to the livestock. And the livestock ate the hemp. You got your CBD, your THC. I mean, obviously not the burnable THC. But you had that genetic thing that your DNA has receptors for. Your DNA has receptors for THC and CBD. And so you would eat the animal who ate the hemp, and therefore your body would receive that particular nutrition. We don't get that anymore because it was banned. I'm telling you people, I'm telling you, get in there, change what you're eating, change your intake, and also your supplements. And I'm a big fan of sea moss. I'm a big fan of sea moss. I'm a big fan of beetroot. But look into your supplements. Look into your herbs. Get you some cayenne for your blood. Cayenne, just like you get on the shelf. Get you some cayenne. You take a little bit of it every day, and some turmeric. And you got to have some salt crystals, not your table salt. We're talking about sea salt. Crystals. You got to have the crystalline structure. Your body needs that shit in order to operate. Boris Johnson wanted to deal with the U.S. bringing in your hormone-induced beef, chickens, pork. No. I talked to you guys about the titties, the Frankenstein titties on the chicken breast, where the breasts are bigger than the whole goddamn chicken. It's not fit for human consumption. Yeah, they're great big breasts, but it's full of bad fucking shit. The animals, I don't have time to do all that research. Yeah, I understand. You use the time word. I saw that. I can read. So, let's talk about genetically modified. There's a specific difference between GMO, where they've fucked with the genetics, they've altered the DNA, and there's breeding, specifically bred this animal to this animal for this purpose. They have bred pigs to be ultra long, so that there are more pork chops, more loin in a hog than ham, because ham has fallen in favor because of the processes and the fact that we don't cook anymore. But ham, oh, Phoenix, there he is. Hey, baby, good to see you. Man, you have no idea how good it does me when you guys come in here in huge groups. We're driving the viewership numbers up, and we're just crushing the competition. Ryback doesn't stand a chance, dude. And we are going to conquer every streamer between here and the top, because the mob's going to rule. The mob's going to rule, Dad. One stream at a time. But, so they've bred these hogs to where they're ultra long. And now they can't get the bellies off the ground because the legs are so short. We don't need shanks. We don't need ham. We don't need that front leg so much. Used to, they were long. They were tall animals. Well, taller anyway. And now the bellies are dragging the ground because and the backs are breaking because the center is so heavy. They're not designed for that. They are not designed for that. God did not make it that way for a reason. And, you know, the same thing we did with fucking dogs. We bred dogs and we fucked the genetics up so bad, and now they can't eat grain because we've bred them stupidly instead of breeding them for size and breeding them for strength. We're breeding them for cute and tiny. When the world comes to a crashing halt and you need a big fucking dog to help you survive, you're not going to get much help in America. You're not going to get much help in France. When you take your ass to Russia, get you one of those great big bear-killing, destroying dogs, you're going to get you some help right there. So, the same thing with the bulls and the cows. Phineas I. Godwin and Henry O. Godwin had tiny legs, and they couldn't get the bellies off the ground. I deserve that, Hack. I absolutely deserve that. Thank you for Great Danes. Great Danes are not destructive dogs. They are great, big, stupid, frail. Great Danes are frail. They have great, big, long bones, but their rib cage, Great Danes are frail. Most of what I've seen, they look impressive, but they're squishy. You watch a Doberman, a German Shepherd, a pit bull. You want something with some heft to it. But no, we've bred animals stupidly. We've screwed up everything. But like your milk cows, there you go. Your milk cows are bred taller so they could get the equipment up on the udder easier, and they don't care about the muscle structure or the fact that they got these great big hollow bones that can barely carry their frame. They just want a taller animal to make it easier for the milk machine to do its job. And they've screwed so many things up. So if you get to your local meat man and your local farmer, you say, guys, I want a genetically pure and unfucked with Hereford steer that I can nurse, run around my property, feed him good shit, and then shoot him in the head at the end of next year. That's what you need, baby. But stay away from Angus. Angus is so overplayed. No, get you something with some heft to it. Not a Holstein either. You want about the American bully breed of dog. The government is looking into banning them after 4 unprovoked attacks. Trust me, it's not the dog, it's the human. It doesn't matter. Golden Retriever or Lab. Golden Retrievers and Labs are also very, very good for survival. They're very loyal, very protective animals, and they're very smart. So those are good calls right there. Labradors, good hunting dogs, absolutely. But no, the American, it doesn't matter if it's a dog, a cat, or a parakeet. The human that trained the animal to do bad things is the problem. It's not the animal's fault that the humans it's around are terrible. And whether it's a pit bull or a goldfish, if the human trains it to do bad things, it's going to do bad things. And that's the bottom line. So, people are the problem. Absolutely, top down, people, humans are the problem. So, don't blame the animal. Don't ban the bulldog. I love a bulldog, man. Those guys are vicious. You want ouch? Bulldog will give you ouch. Goldfish, turtles, and Vietnamese potbelly pigs. Ooh, see, those guys roast so well. And I know I shouldn't say that because you had pets and you love them. They're very smart animals. Potbelly pigs are smart fucking animals, and they're very, very loving. You do not want to fuck with those things. I absolutely believe that there's nothing wrong with having a potbelly pig for a pet. Good, smart animals. I'm just a butcher, so I'm a piece of garbage when it comes to separating the love for an animal into food. Whether it's a dog or a pig or what have you, it's food, guys. In the bottom of the equation. Whether you don't want to eat your tools. Do not eat your tools. If your tool is an ox, or your tool is a horse, or your tool is the great big dog, don't eat your tools. Your tools are very, very crucial to survival. If you're down to the point where you have to eat your tools, you're not going to survive. I'm in the valley. Bubba. It happens every time. I guess I should give out a warning every time that happens. My last pets were 4 Dagus rodents. 4 rodents, and the last of them passed a few years ago, but I had them in my life for 4 years. Rodents, there's nothing wrong with rodents. We're almost out of the valley, guys. One more second. There's nothing wrong with rodents. Ferrets, there's nothing wrong with these animals as pets. Raccoons, what have you. There's nothing wrong with these guys as pets. But you got to keep in mind that at the end of the day, they're also food. As long as they're healthy and they're clean, and they're not being exposed to bad elements, then they should be edible. Your snakes, they're all edible, man. My last few pets, I've had mostly dogs. I haven't had any cats. It's been years, been 20 plus years since I had a cat in my life that was my cat. When I was younger, we had livestock that we kept as pets until it was time to eat. Rabbits. You love on rabbits. I got a lot of rabbits in my life that I would take to my room, and I just hold in my lap and I'd pet them because they're soft and fuzzy, and it's therapeutic. They're giving you a bit of their energy when you do that, and it's frequency work when you're talking about when you're loving on an animal. They're whatever positive and negative energy they have is going to rub off on you, and most animals have good positive energy. Right, and I lived with a pig for about 10 years. Then I got divorced. Ha! Yes, I got it in there. Oh man, I'm an asshole, but I'm your asshole. God, I had to do that. Couldn't help myself. It was right there. We're going to talk about pigs, so I'm going to throw that one out there for sure. Matter of fact, I'm still living with a pig. So, yeah. She don't watch these things. I don't give a shit. The people in my life who also eat strange animals or strange parts of strange animals, I got no problem with them people. To each their own. But yeah, I wouldn't want any more animals in my personal living space. I don't want to clean up more than I have to. A hack pop for that. Nice. See, I still got a few pops left in me. Shit. So yeah, no, we just got to get away. We got to get away from all of the garbage food that's in our daily lives. I love Doritos. It is my personal vice. I love Doritos and that damn fake cheese that they make at Frito-Lay, the jalapeno cheddar. I have a fucking bad vice that I have to occasionally have it. I'm guilty. I don't have it all the time. And Lord knows I'd probably die a lot faster if I did. But, that and A1 sauce, I will drink A1 sauce right out of the fucking bottle, and you guys have seen me do it. But man, I don't need soda. I like soda. I don't need soda. I need booze, and I need beer, and I need beef in my life. But man, you got to be careful what you put in your body. When I worked in South Korea and did some private lessons with the students' homes, I used to be suspicious that the family would get a puppy and it would mysteriously disappear after about 6 months. Yeah. I've known people who are Korean. I've known people who are various forms of Asian. I get to use the word Oriental because, by God, it is a part of the map. Kiss my ass. It is a part of the map. But yeah, over there, and when they eat various animals for various reasons, I'm perfectly okay with that. You and I eating at a Chinese restaurant are probably eating more friggin' dog and cat and miscellaneous animal than we'll ever admit to. I have a coffee addiction. I'm not going to lie about that either. But I can't drink coffee black. I can't do it. My mom's like, you've got to wean yourself off of creamer. And she's right. You've got to wean yourself off of that or you're never going to make it. And she's right. But, it was damn it, what was his name? Blake Money Wright. Blake Money Wright told me you put some salt in your coffee and it kills the bitterness. It kills the bitterness in your coffee. And I've yet to try that because, well, I keep forgetting I kind of like my creamer. But I haven't tried it yet, and I'll let you guys know probably as soon as I can get coffee made at home. I don't do that on the road because there's so many different creamers to choose from. But a little bit of salt crystals in your coffee kills the bitterness. I don't drink juice. I don't drink. I drink a lot of tea with honey. Tea, green tea, especially green tea. But you get you some chamomile, you get you some chai tea, I love an Earl Grey. Thank you, Mountain Man. I like my coffee the way I like my women. White, creamy, and slightly piss thin, because if it's too thick, then I'm just gonna walk away from it. No, I like my coffee the way I like everything else. Loud and flavorful. Nah. Remember, you hunt deer and you farm cattle. There's no difference between the two. So, you just have to cut the shit out of your life that you know causes problems. And ground up and in my freezer. God damn it, Hack Man. That's exactly my kind of people. Hack Man gets the VIP award for today, my friend. Brother, that is definitely a Vinny Vachetti answer if I've ever heard one. We both have Earl Grey love. Yes, we do. Yes. And I don't take mine with cream. I like mine straight with the honey, because I if I get into playing too much with it, then I'm gonna get the same problem I have with coffee. Mountain Man is the unspoken VIP. We don't tell him that. He doesn't like it, so we don't tell him that. Shh. Honorary. He said, if you ever make me a VIP, I'll fucking leave and never come back. And I never did, but he still fucking left and never came back. Nah, he came back. He's my boy. Someday we're gonna get a match together. Someday we're gonna have a match. We're gonna fly down to where he lives, and we're gonna work a show. And I'm gonna let him beat me. That way he can retire on top. That's the kind of person I am right there. Stopped drinking coffee in January. 9 months. 9 months sober from coffee. Woo! Anyone wants to call, it looks like I used to. I'll still drink some Mountain Dew or whatever, but zero sugar. See, here's my problem. Now, we're going to fight over the zero sugar shit. This is exactly the conversation that I'm having with my people today about bad chemicals. I understand that you're welcome to choose whatever method of death that you want. I happen to want my liver to fail. You can drink the zero sugar shit and enjoy yourself and have your innards fail at your own pace. We can't be friends anymore. 9 minutes sober from coffee. Woot woot! 12 cases of Mountain Dew, real sugar, being delivered in a few minutes. So, I'd rather have the real sugar. I would much rather have the real sugar. Give me as few fucking calories, as few fucking ingredients as you can shove at me. Give me as few fucking ingredients as you can. Because if you go, and I'm being serious, go somewhere, dead serious, go somewhere where they still make handcrafted sodas, a soda drink, and watch them. It's tonic or it's club soda, in most cases. It's club soda, and it's a flavoring, whether that's, whatever flavoring they're using. Sugar or sugar water or some equivalent, generally sugar, and very, very few ingredients. They pump that full of carbon, they hand the motherfucker to you. That's all that's in it. You're not drinking anything terrible. That's it. So, when you're drinking the shit that's out of a can or out of a bottle, don't drink the shit out of a bottle, God damn it. Plastic is bad. But you drink the shit out of a can, the shit that's in there is not even close to food grade. They clean shit with Coca-Cola. Alright? Yes, the high fructose corn syrup was a big, big part of that. Sugar is not necessarily a problem. Refined sugar is a problem. But if you can get actual cane sugar, alright, actual cane sugar, and you break it down yourself, that's as pure as you're gonna make it. You do not want to get processed fucking sugar. And it's really hard to find pure sugar. It's not as sweet as the refined shit, but it's not gonna kill you either. Used to drink Mountain Dew Pepsi like it was water. Now, if I drink regular Mountain Dew or whatever, it hurts my stomach. Precisely. The acid, number one, your body and blood type is not designed to have that much acid in it, which is why I drink baking soda in my water in the morning to help drop the pH. That, and it helps with the natural chemistry of the body. But I drink baking soda to help kick the acid out of my system. Yes, it'll fuck your stomach up. So when I was younger, man, it was nothing to have a Coca-Cola in your hand, and you're drinking Coca-Cola, and you finish that one, and not only do you throw it away, but you crack it open with a fresh one, and you go back to what you were doing. And it was never ending. It was nonstop. It was nonstop Coca-Cola, nonstop Sprite, nonstop Mountain Dew. And what did it do to us? It made us fat and unhealthy and gave us all these fucking side effects. Stop it. You can have one a day. You can have one with your meal. That was like always a drawback for me, is, man, I gotta have one with my meal. And I finally got free of soda altogether. But, having a soda with your meal was part of the damn process when I was a kid. So yeah, just not force yourself. I mean, when you're talking about addiction, like soda addiction or creamer addiction or coffee addiction, whatever it is that you got to have every day because it's part of your routine, it's part of your lifestyle, it's part of what you do, you're not going to get a choice in the matter. It's an addiction. It's an addiction, and you're going to have to break it yourself to where you can put it down and not pick it up again. You're addicted. A daily habit where you stop at a gas station and get a cup of coffee, that's an addiction. That is a daily habit. All you got to do is not fucking do it. And it sounds like that's super easy. It's not easy. It took me years to kick the habits. Vinny knows. You think Vinny knows the Beatles? Scottish. Okay. I'll be perfectly honest with you fuckers. There is very little Beatles. There's probably more Beatles than I want to admit that I'm familiar with. But there's very little of the Beatles that, one, I really care for, or two, I give two fucks about. I gotta go in here and get the dog. Hold on. My fat ass. I don't give two fucks about the Beatles. Everybody's like, oh, the Beatles are so great. I love their music. Listen, I would listen to Elvis Presley backwards while doing acid in a truck stop bathroom before I listened to the Beatles on playlist. I got no love. Which one of these is my key? I got no love whatsoever for the Beatles. Not even a little bit. Fuck them. Now, Pink Floyd, on the other hand, Pink Floyd is a little more my speed. Give me just a second. I gotta get the dog. I'm gonna walk his fat ass. Walk my fat ass. Come on, Muggsy, you fat prick. Cover up the camera. Come on. Muggsy, hold still. Fucking hold still. Okay. I can't get him latched because I'm stupid. Next song will be the Beatles. Okay, Scottish, but if I fuck that up on playlist, that's on you. All right, let's go this way. Yeah, no, I don't know much about the Beatles. I was definitely an Elvis kid, you know, actual talent, actual performance. You know, the Beatles, nothing they did really spoke to me. How about that? Everything everybody showed me about the Beatles, like, oh, this is a Beatles song. Oh, it's a Beatles. We all live in a yeller submarine, a yeller submarine, a yeller submarine. Bullshit. I am the mobster. Goo coo choo. I don't know how the music works. I don't know. I never looked into it. Nothing ever spoke to me. I think it was way before my time. I was raised on Elvis and a copy of his concept poster when he was here last. Oh yeah. Yeah, Elvis, man. He gets so much grief about, you know, Elvis stealing music. And the fact of the matter is, it wasn't the fact that he stole music. It was the fact that the record companies and the recording studios would find these great songs performed by people of color who were not allowed to perform in front of a large quality stage, large quality audience, and because of the time period. It wasn't that he stole; he was handed shit. That's the bottom line. Uno momento. Whoop! Come on, dog. Get out of the way. Hello, sir. I'm going to go this way. Muggsy. I'm going to go into the quarry. Muggsy. Move your friggin'... Let me show you guys the quarry. You guys, you might be able to see it, you might not. I want to show it to you as soon as I get the dog to cooperate. My dad was Elvis, and my mom was the Beatles and the Rolling Stones. I'm okay with the Rolling Stones. No, the Empire Quarry. You can Google it. It's right next to my house. Come on, Muggsy. He's draining himself entirely of all the fluid. All the fluid. He's 13 years, 11. He's 11, 13. He's 11 years old. He's 11 years old. Leave the boy alone. All right. Elvis put his own spin on the songs that he used. Yes, he did. But that is entirely true. But the people who performed those songs originally, there was nothing wrong with those songs. They were performed well, and they were performed as intended by the artiste. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with the songs that Elvis was handed. And there's nothing wrong with the fact that he was handed songs. It's people want to, they want to try and cancel Elvis because of the fact that the majority of those songs were performed or were written originally by people of color. So come on, Muggsy, let's go look at the quarry. Come on. Chingale wave, vámonos. You fat puta. All right. So let me show you this. You see this gate? Look how warped that gate is. Because people drive down this road with their cell phone in their hand and they forget to look up before they hit the gate. And they have they have destroyed that gate on a regular basis. So there's car parts all over the ground right here. Muggsy, we got like a mile to walk, dude. Come on. Let's go this way. The best gate Vinny's ever seen. Heel turn. Nice. Nice. You got me. You got me again. My God. Hack's gonna bust my balls continuously. Oh, here comes Bear. It's not a bear. It is a dog named Bear. He's also an old animal. He's been around about as long as Muggsy. He lives up the street, and I think the guy on the gator was his boss. So I'm gonna run this way. Hack man, you are absolutely hilarious, dude. You got me again. So yeah, Bear's not following us. I'm gonna go over here where you guys can see the quarry, and hopefully get a good view of it. I don't know how much you'll be able to see with the cell phone. Clearly it's not the best camera on the planet, but I'll flip it multiple ways so you guys can get a good look-see. The Empire Quarry, for those of you who don't know, is the ground from which they cut the Empire State Building. So yeah. The very stone that comprises the Empire State Building is right over here next to my house. And this is a true damn story. Come on. The dog is slowing us down. But yeah, you can Google that and see exactly where I'm at. And I live right there on the corner of the intersection right above Empire Quarry. The dog is full of water, apparently. Come on. Listen, I don't know how you're blowed up. I'm like 43. You're 11. Knock it off. Come on. Look at this dog. Muggsy. Muggsy. Are you out of gas? Are you done walking? He's done walking. So this is what I do in a moment like this, because I'm a dirtbag, is I go over here and tie his ass to a tree. And I say, you sit right here until I come back. Because he's a douchebag. All right, here we go. All right, Muggsy, hang out just a minute. All right. Whoop. All right, Muggsy, hang out just a minute. No, you said you were done walking, so you stay right there. I'll be right back. All right, so I didn't see that last comment. What was the last comment? I didn't see the last comment. Now you want to walk? I didn't see the last comment. I don't know what happened. Now he wants to walk. He's like, don't leave me here, damn it. Okay, go on, Muggsy, come on. We're going this way. Now he's on board. Okay. He's like, shit, don't leave me. Yeah, I don't know where I lost the chat at. Sorry, guys. But anyhow, maybe you could resend? I don't know. Oh, it was an ad. That's why I wasn't seeing nothing. Could you resend that last comment? It was a paragraph, and I didn't get to read it. I apologize. But yeah, I was saying that you could Google Empire Quarry in Bedford, Indiana, and it's a beautiful countryside out this way. Let me show you. With Scottish Tiger Jr., the evolution will mean the humans will have an extra pair of eyes on top of the head so they could use the headphones and walk at the same time without bumping into each other. Yeah, that's a damn truth. So here, I need to steal that. I didn't say that out loud, did I? I did. It's a piece of railing, like old school WWE railing. So let me show you. This is a newer section of the quarry. All right. Let me flip the script so I can hold the phone the same way. Hackman's on a roll, damn it. He's on a roll. All right, can you guys see? Can you guys see the quarry down there? So all the way as far as the eye could see, that flat plane until you hit the trees way back there in the back. That is just one section. All those roads and all that. It's a lot bigger than the camera does justice. I mean, it is freaking ridiculous amount of huge. Because you see those boulders, right? You see those boulders, the big bricks that are way out there? All right, well, here's what one looks like up close. Okay, we're dealing with ginormous friggin' boulders. And there's one out there, and there's another one that escaped over here. They're massive, you know? Hackman is on a roll today. Come on, Muggsy. We got one more picture. We got to show these guys. I'll have to come out here in the wintertime after all these weeds have died down and show you guys the pyramids. Because I should have done that the other day when I was with Mini Vinny, but I didn't. What did you miss? What did you miss? Well, I'm going to show you the other part of the quarry as soon as the dog lets me get down here. We're currently an inside Empire quarry, and I'm walking the dog. He keeps leaking like said transmission. He keeps leaking. I'm going to show you the very end of the quarry. Here's one of the pyramids, by the way. Boop. So this is the base of one of the pyramids that they never finished. Never finished it. But they were working on building pyramids. And there's a whole bunch of them back that way. But yeah, they were working on that. I'm a going. It's a bit of a walk, guys. Oh, they're down here working. All right, I'm gonna have to skip to the middle. Ugh. Well, there you go. Boop. How's that? You see the blue water? It's pretty crazy. Oh. Don't fall down. Hey. See ya. They're down here working. Not skip to the loo, you moron. All right. Come on, Muggsy. Yeah, they're down here working, so I don't want to catch no shit, so I'm going to go back the other direction. But yeah, that's basically the, the inside of the quarry. And then down at the far end of the road, it's really, really incredible how big the quarry is. And it goes from here to Olytic, Dumb ways to die. Oh, Phoenix. Good job, buddy. Good job. I played in the Tangia. Tangia? I played in the Tangia app again yesterday, and I activated everything. So if you guys still aren't seeing the Tangia or anything to do with it, then I don't know what to tell you. We may have to ask for some help at this point, because there's a lot of cool stuff in there, but if it's not working, I don't know how to make it work. That's awesome. Dumb ways to die. So many dumb ways to die. Well, here's one for you. When you talk about dumb ways to die, occasionally they'll dynamite over here still. They will get, they're blowing up the stones. So every once in a while, you'll hear the sirens go off, and it sounds like an air raid siren, and you hear it, and it goes off twice, and then there's this earth-shattering kaboom, and the ground shakes. So the foundation of the house over here isn't all that great because of that shit. But yeah, they still blow up dynamite occasionally. There's a couple of fallout shelters. Yeah, a couple of fallout shelters over here that in the wintertime is far easier to get to than it is currently. And I really don't want to drag the dog towards the fallout shelter because, well, let's face it, he doesn't want to walk any more than he already has. But I've done a couple of promos, not only from the pyramids, but from the bomb shelter and from the side of the quarry over here. So I've been to all these places, but it's been a few years ago. I'd imagine it's probably a little scarier now than it was when I was there the first time. But there's a lot of old, strange shit back in these woods. Because it's all abandoned stuff, man. It's really, really odd. People going in there doing the graffiti and all that. And it's like, how the fuck did anybody even get in this place? Because I only know one way in, one way out. I don't know about people wandering around, Oh, I do know one thing, that the railroad tracks, so where me and Vincent walk in the cemetery, where I could, one day I'm going to have to take you guys down there and show you the quarry, where they actually cut the stone, for the Empire State Building. The backside of the quarry to the rear of the cemetery, behind that is a train track. So I imagine it still runs from Bedford to here. So that might be how people get into the quarry in the first place. But I think it's all blocked off, as far as I'm aware. But maybe people still walk those train tracks. I don't know. There's transients of all kinds. All right, Muggsy, come on, back through the gate. Come on. You fat, tubby bastard. Come on. All right, we made it. But here's some Jeepers Creepers shit for you over here. This is the sign to where the park was going to be. This is where they were going to build a park, and it was struck by a vehicle that was trying to avoid the gate, and it swerved and hit that right there. And that's been a few years back. The trees have grown up a little bit around there, but it used to be flat. I could walk back there easily. Now it's all grown up pretty good. The company doesn't keep real good care of it. Come on, Muggsy, before you pass out. You're making me hyperventilate with all the breathing. Go, 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 go. So yeah, that's what I do when I get home from work. I either love on the kids or I walk the dog, depends on who's home, you know. Come on, Muggsy. I'd show you the property, but the problem is my lawnmower is destroyed, and the place looks like garbage, so I'm not going to do that to you people. But anyway, I'm glad that all of you stuck around to hang out with me. I hope the quarry was at least a little bit of a thrill. You know, trespassing's always fun. Criminal activity is my favorite side gig. But all right, I'm gonna get in here and get myself something to eat. You guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. It was a good stream. I'm gonna have to add this one to the YouTube as well. So from the bottom of my heart and the bottom of Muggsy something. Muggsy! Yep. It's good to see you guys. So be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. Much love to you and yours. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you tomorrow. Everybody loves Benny.